Why do I do these things to myself? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. I feel ashamed to be wearing another team's jersey while making a recap. I don't know why I do these things to myself and make bets that my team can't fulfill because I think it's good ideas for YouTube. Powers here, and the Colts lost to they really lost to the Washington Commanders. Oh, wow. That was just awful. That was one of the most, I don't even know how to explain my emotions for this game right now. I know this is going up later than normal. I was at home visiting and I got back here today and I couldn't make the recap while I was at home because I didn't bring my jersey. I didn't bring my Commanders jersey because I didn't think the Colts were going to lose. But we're just going to get into the game. So the game starts off with the Colts getting the ball with QB Sam Ehlinger's first start. He does have a nice pass that he completes, and to ultimately go 3-and-out after Sam Ehlinger makes a nice play, but JT drops a first down catch. Now Washington gets the ball. They don't do anything with it. Both teams trade punts for the longest time. And then finally, after a little bit, the Colts get on the board first with a field goal, making the score 3-0. And then the defense decided that they didn't have to play anymore. So they let Washington march right down the field and score a touchdown, making the score 7-3. And then after that, the Colts were able to get a field goal before halftime. I think it was before halftime, to make the score 7-6. That was the score at halftime. Then the third quarter started with the Colts doing some great things, getting some stops. And then they have a nice drive they start going. Sam Ehlinger throws a deep bomb to Alec Pierce. A beautiful pass. It's complete. Sets the Colts up in perfect position. And then 2 plays later, Jonathan Taylor fumbles. And that just killed everything the Colts had going. But no worries, because the defense was able to get a stop. And then some more things happened. And then we had a good drive going, including a nice Sam Ehlinger pass to Nyheim Hines. Just a beautiful catch. And then the next play, they didn't do anything. Ended up not doing anything. And then they kicked a field goal, making the score 9-7. And then pretty much right after that, Shaq Leonard gets an interception, setting the Colts up. And then they drive right down and they score a touchdown with Nyheim Hines, making the score 16-7. And then at this point, I thought we had it. Commanders go on a long drive, and then with about 5 minutes left, they kick a field goal to make the score 16-10. And then the Colts go 3-and-out. They had a 4th-and-1 that in hindsight they probably should have gone for because they definitely could have got. But they didn't. They punted. But you're still thinking, there's like 3 minutes in the game. The defense is probably going to have it under wraps. And they had to go 89 yards, and they do it with no problem, including Terry McLaurin. Of course, I have to wear his jersey. He mosses Stephon Gilmore. And the next play, Tyler Heineke sneaks it in for the touchdown to tie it up. And then they kick the extra point to take the lead. And then after that, the Colts still had a chance. Sam Ehlinger threw a dime to Michael Pittman Jr. It's just Michael Pittman Jr. forgot to catch it. And that would have set us up perfectly to only need 1 play to get into field goal range. Because that's all we needed. And then after that, we couldn't do anything with it. And that's how the game ended. The Colts lose. Another heartbreaker. And it's getting ridiculous at this point. I mean, y'all have me wearing a Commanders jersey. I'm a Colts YouTuber. Look at the hat. I'm a Colts YouTuber. And y'all got me in a Commanders jersey because I was so confident that y'all could beat this team that I wagered I would wear my Terry McLaurin jersey in this recap if we lost. And shocker, y'all did. I don't even know, like, this team is so embarrassing. Like, there was some key takeaways. Sam Ehlinger, he played great. Like, he played phenomenal. Like, I mean, he did fumble once, but he's basically a rookie. Like, he's going to make mistakes. Sam Ehlinger, this loss is not on you. Jonathan Taylor fumbling really hurt us. Michael Pittman Jr. dropping that pass. He was open, too, and he dropped it at the end of the game. And just, the defense collapsed at the end there. Like, when you're up by 2 possessions with 5 minutes left, you're supposed to win. And we didn't. It's just plain and simple. I don't even know what else to say. I said I would wear this for the recap. I'm done with the recap, so give me a minute. Okay. All right, now that I'm back in my team's gear, I can finally talk about what I think needs to be done with us. So, I think it's time to blow it up. I really do. I mean, I don't know. The trade deadline's tomorrow. I hope we make some moves. I think it's time to deal some guys because we are just not a good football team. Not a good football team in the slightest. I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. Like, our offense was a little bit more entertaining this week, but it's just, we need to rebuild bad. Ever since Andrew Luck retired, we've been trying to put a Band-Aid on the team instead of fixing it because we've just been shuffling through quarterbacks. And it's just been a whole thing ever since Andrew Luck retired. I think a rebuild is something that's necessary. It's something that needs to be done, I think. I mean, I don't even want to say that out loud. Because coming into the season, we were all thinking the Colts would be Super Bowl contenders. But they're not. We need to do something. And I think that something is a rebuild. Chris Ballard needs to blow the team up and trade away everyone on our team that's good and just get some picks, do anything. You know, get the vets off the team at least. The guys that aren't going to be here for the long run, like Gilmore. Like, get guys like him. And I'm not saying that Gilmore's the reason we lost. Gilmore's played great. But it's just time. Something's wrong with this team. The team's starting to fall apart. Because the players are starting to turn on the coaching staff. Michael Pittman last week said they need to trust the receivers more to go up and make big boy plays. And then he proceeds to drop a wide open pass that would have put the Colts in prime position to win that game. And it's just frustrating. It's just so frustrating at this point. Am I overreacting? Probably. Because, yes, it's true. Colts fans are spoiled. We've had back-to-back franchise quarterbacks, though. It's hard not to be spoiled when you have Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck back-to-back. And our team is not a team that doesn't know how to not handle that because it's just been, ever since Andrew Luck's retired, like I said, it's just gone downhill. Like, a rebuild is something that needs to be done, I think. Because you need to go find yourself a franchise quarterback and build around them. Just plain and simple. And I think we might have that guy in Ehlinger, but I don't know yet. I haven't really seen enough. He had a good start for sure. Most quarterbacks don't play efficiently and have over 200 yards in their first start, but it's time to do something. If Sam Ehlinger's the guy, build around him. And if not, we can get a good draft pick and build around someone. But the trade deadline's coming up tomorrow, and I think we're going to see some moves happen. And I'm honestly surprised Frank Reich is still employed because he's just, I don't know, man. It's just not good. I think that at the end of this season, Frank Reich's done because knowing my luck, the Colts aren't going to do anything at the trade deadline, and we're going to be good enough to be middle of the pack, but we're not going to be good enough to make the playoffs. And it's just going to be a waste of time. Because, I mean, if we're middle of the pack to make the playoffs, I'm cool with that. But if we're middle of the pack to miss it, like, I don't want that to happen. That needs to not happen for sure. Like, I just know that this team is going to finish like 8-1. They're going to do just enough to get our hopes up every single week. And then they're going to lose like 2 straight. And then it's going to be downhill. And we're not going to make the playoffs. And like I said, we're going to do just enough to be halfway decent. But it's just middle of the pack is not going to cut it. And I think that at the end of the season, Frank Reich is gone because I don't see this team making a playoff run. I mean, that's just all I got to say. And I'm just rambling at this point, but I'm done with this team, man. Like, it's just frustrating to have to watch that on the field every single week. This team can't close for shit. It's frustrating. I mean, it's so frustrating. Like, because in that game on Sunday, we had our offense looked great, actually. They moved the ball quite a bit. It's just they couldn't finish drives. Like, if we're finishing those drives, we win easily. Like, we just constantly find ways to shoot ourselves in the foot, and that's coaching. Coaching is what's causing all of that to happen. So we either, 1, need to rebuild, 2, fire Frank Reich, clean house, and get a new coaching staff, or 3, all of the above. That's the only options at this point, because everyone in this fan base is tired of watching this every single week, giving us hope just to blow it all in the end. So that's just going to do it. I don't know anymore. I don't think the last 5 minutes made any sort of sense, but who cares? You probably aren't watching anymore anyway. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications, and follow everything in the description box. See you guys next time. Bye.